Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Tarotscopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Scorpio. Hello Scorpio. Welcome to your August 2014 Tarotscope, mini astrology reading, and animal totem. Okay. Here we go. This card wants to come out. Oh, look, the soulmate card. Two of Cups, the soulmate card, and Four of Swords. The waiting and healing card, and Hangman as well. Well, right away in those first few cards there, we've got we've got a couple cards about waiting. The Four of Swords is a card of waiting, and the Hangman is a sign of waiting as well. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. As I mentioned, Four of Swords is a time of waiting, healing, pausing, and often the Four of Swords will say wait a period of 4. And I'm going to definitely say that because the Four of Rods is the very next card afterward. The way I've been kind of doing these spreads, and I don't even know why I do these spreads on the general reading, because in a real reading I don't even throw the cards like this at all. I do a Celtic cross and I keep going and going around in a circle. But for some reason, this wants to be the way it is. But I'm kind of going like this is kind of past, present, future. And sort of how this seems to be feeling like what it is. But maybe you have been waiting for already 4 years, 4 months. Maybe you've been with somebody for 4 years, 4 months. But there's something about a backing off or a retreating, because the Hangman is also that. Well, this could definitely be don't rush into anything. Don't rush into living together. That's what this could be too. Or don't rush into buying a house together or something. Not that the relationship's not going to work out, because I don't feel that at all. Whatever the soulmate thing is, you know, it's lined up with Wheel of Fortune. So that's really powerful and really positive. Wheel and soulmates together. Two of Cups, the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune popping in together. You know, this is big time destiny stuff. So this is very powerful, very good. But all this waiting and then Wheel. Now Wheel can relate to timing. You know, totally can. Certainly. When the wheel is up, things are up. And things are kind of on the upswing. Or the timing is right. It's like, because I think of wheels sometimes as a combination safe. You know, where you're turning it, and it's like when wheel is up and it's surrounded by some good cards, click. Everything kind of clicks into place when wheel is in its glory, or in its upright position and it's shining. Now, yeah, there is Nine of Swords there. And there is people in reverse. There's a couple people in reverse. There's a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's a Knight of Swords in reverse. So this could just be a lot of things here too. If this is a love relationship, because you know not all soulmates are love relationships. This could be the right soulmate's going to come along to buy the house that you're selling. Maybe you really care who buys this house, and it's been on the market for 4 years or something. And the right person will come along. And maybe these are some sales that fell through. Because in the end of this, too, it looks like there's some good financial gain here. Nine of Pentacles shows up down here. So through this all, financial gain is there. And there definitely does seem to be about moving, changing, relocating properties, things like this. So Wheel could say, wait till the timing's better. Wait till the timing's right to buy or sell a house. The right person's going to come along. A soulmate's going to come along that'll love that house as much as you did. That could be. More likely, though, this is your relationship. This is the two of you moving in together or buying a home together, or you and the soulmate leaving and buying another home or something like that. This Nine of Swords being there is a weird thing, but I want to say that it's unfounded. And I usually don't want to not validate anybody's personal feelings. But I'm feeling like it's just so randomly in this spread, it just is such a different thing. And what is it? It's turning away from Wheel. So somebody's upset and worried or crying or upset about something, and they're turning away from the Wheel upright. You don't want to turn away from the Wheel upright, okay? The Wheel upright is something you definitely want to grab onto with both hands, all right? So this, unfounded, maybe it's not the right word, but maybe you need to rethink it. And also, this could just be, it's worry. Sometimes it's crying and stuff, but I feel it's worry, and it's fear. It's worried, oh my God, what's going to happen? And I say, don't worry. There's some kind of great news coming in Leo, in fire, in Leo. And it's this all thing kind of clicking together for you. There's also an element of something that you gave up on. So maybe it is somebody that you were a romance and you broke up for 4 months and you're going to get back together. You know, I don't hold my breath on those things. Usually when you break up, maybe it's time to break up, but this could be. This could be some kind of career opportunity that comes back around. Or maybe this is a buyer that you really thought would buy the house and then they walked, but now they're back. It could just be a lot of things. There's an element of something you thought was lost coming back again. And there's financial gains that are going to come from it. There is people in reverse, okay? And I don't feel they're the same. Like they're like these. It could be, okay. Say this is two brothers or something. Or say this is a relationship and these are kids that don't get along. I mean, that could be one of the things it is. But I wasn't feeling that. But I do feel like their attitude is similar. I don't feel like they're necessarily buddies and hanging out together or teaming up on you. But I feel like maybe this is somebody from his side. And then this is somebody from your side. Or this is your ex-husband and your brother. Or his, you know, it's like two different people. But I wouldn't say that they both have the wrong idea. That neither one of them is helping the situation or helping you or enhancing your life in any way. And I'm feeling a real strong naysayer vibe with these guys too. That naysayer, like, and just being negative, very negative, and reinforcing this fear element. That's another thing I get about them. Like they want you to stay in fear, not out of a malicious way either. Just that that's where they're kind of at. And they want you to kind of stay in their vibe and stay in their energy and stay at the level that they're at and not reach to a higher plane or a higher thing here. So maybe you are going to move and they're like, no, stay here with us in this neighborhood or this place. Don't go to that other place. Or maybe, you know, we're all divorced and miserable, so you should be too. Or, you know, I don't know, because this could be a lot of things. Or, you know, you screwed up your first marriage, what are you thinking about going into another one? It's just somebody in your ear and wanting you to stay here. And again, I can't stress enough, when Wheel shows up right, this is something you definitely want to embrace, want to go for. Hangman is not rushing into it, but it's also thinking things through. And if you feel confident that you've come to your decision, and it's going off by yourself and getting clarity, and that's a big element of this too. So that's where you got to go. That's where you got to trust. Don't listen to the naysayers. Wheel upright, one of the best cards. Lined up with the soulmate. It involves another person who is not representing in the spread, but I would assume that you know who they are. Okay, so let's look at this chart now. And we are going to do the animal totem following this again. So here's what we got. Scorpio on the ascendant. The first thing that's happening is a full moon in your 4th house. 4th house is home and family. It is moving, selling property and stuff. So something could be really happening around your living situation or your living environment or your household environment around that date of August 10th. Then next we have August 25th. We're going to have a new moon in Virgo. And that's your 11th house of friends and associates. So anytime you get a new moon in the 11th, it is time to break away from some of the people that you've been hanging with and reassess your relationships. Do you really fit into that crowd anymore? Do you really fit into that group anymore? Or are you moving on? Or even if you're not just moving on, you don't have to say, okay, I'm never hanging out with you guys again, I'm going on to these new people. It could just be more like, well, I want to maybe try hanging out with some new people some of the time. You don't have to just cut all ties and be nobody. But maybe you want to join some new groups or go in a new direction or hang around with people who are not are not naysayers and are not downers, okay? All right, so everybody seemed to like these animal totems, so we're going to continue and do these. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up, and I want to pull one only animal card. And this is for Scorpio for the month of August 2014. Okay, here we go. Snake. All right, Kundalini. All right, so I'm going to stay tuned. We're going to go into some detail about it. And as always, if you're interested in animal totems, you know, you can definitely look this up on your own if you want to know more information. I'm going to give a little brief definition, a little info. And stay tuned because I have some other cool things and some new cool things that I want to tell you about. So stay tuned, be back in a minute. When snake energy makes itself known, it's a sign of Kundalini being activated. It starts at the base of your spine and coils up through the chakras, leading to spiritual growth and awakening. It's closely linked to sexuality, so you may be feeling more sexual, or others may be finding you more sexual or attractive at this time. It's also very tied into transformation, as they shed their skin often. Maybe it's time for you to shed your skin and reveal the new you. Before we go, I wanted to tell you about this awesome spirit guide artist from Ohio, J.D. Arichi, and his website is infinitecreations.net. Now, this is the first drawing that I ever had done from him. I had just at some kind of psychic fair, and these are the charcoals. This is one of my charcoals that he had done for me, and it's like a reading. And this is like the past, present, and future. I don't know if you can pick up on this camera, but there's all sorts of little details going on. And there's like little faces and all sorts of things you can look at. And then, of course, he gives an interpretation at the time, but you can look at this later on and pick up so much other things from it. And on the back, he mats it, and on the back he gives you like an explanation of everything. It's really cool. And the other thing he does that I just had done, I'm going to put it on the screen. I don't actually have it in my hand yet, but he emailed a print to me. He does these spirit guide portraits, and I think he's one of the best I've seen ever. I mean, and I've even looked around on the internet because as an artist myself, I'm really into spirit guide art, and I've had several done over the years. I think he's really one of the best around. This is the one that he just completed for me, and I can relate to this on so many levels. He's going to give me the actual print, but this is one he emailed me because I told him I wanted to feature him in this month's videos. He's very reasonably priced. These smaller ones with all these details, I think these are only like $30. So he's very reasonably priced, very talented artist. Truly psychic too. I mean, everything, when I had this thing done, everything that he was talking about, this all had really, really good meaning. So not only is he a great artist, he's a true psychic. And as I said, as you go on, see, if you look at this one, there's a face here, but then there's another face here. I don't know if you see that. There's all kinds of crazy little things happening in these, and they're all like this. And then of course, the spirit guide art is just so cool as well. So check him out. It's J.D. Arichi. His website is called infinitecreations.net. Make sure it's .net. And if you want to check the description of the video, I'm going to go ahead and put a link below and check him out. I think he's great. I think he's awesome, and I think you'll enjoy his work too. Also, I want to tell you about some of my other websites and my other projects that I have going on. If you go on my main page, Rock and Roll Prophetess, and you click on some of my other channels over here, I have the music channel, where I write music, and I would love to have artists record my songs if possible. And then of course I have it's Vicky Verley, but it's learning songs for kids. So if you have little kids and you'd like to have them enjoy some of my songs that I write, or if you like to help me get the Green Glen Gang out there into the world, I've started doing them in more 3D with polymer clay rather than flat 2D. And they've been around me, this Green Glen Gang, they've just been around me forever. And I just think one day their time will come. And then of course, before we go, I have to talk about the book, Tarot in the Modern World. So many of you have been buying it and liking it. It's real easy to understand, and it's just, if you like the way that I speak in simple terms, then chances are you're going to like this book. I give upright and reverse position. I give a little poem as how to remember it. And I also go into a little bit about how to tie it all together. So take a look at my Tarot in the Modern World, some of my other websites. Be sure to check out JD's infinitecreations.net. He's a really gifted psychic and spiritual artist. I want to thank you all for watching and liking my videos and sharing and commenting and donating. These little donations, it really makes it worthwhile for me to continue on doing these free readings every month. And I want to tell you all, remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.